Myself Arya Turkar, and in this video I am going to discuss 35 most important questions regarding the subject BEE Unit 3, which is AC circuit. So let's get started. Here is the first question. The power consumed in a circuit element will be least when the phase difference between the circuit and the voltage is, and the option is A 180 degree, B 90 degree, C 60 degree, D 0 degree, and the answer is B. Second question. Form factor is the ratio of, options are average value upon RMS value. RMS refers to the root mean square value, and the option B average value by peak value, C RMS value by average value, D RMS value by peak value, and the answer is C. Moving to third, capacitive reactance is more when, and the option is capacitance is less and frequency of supply is less. Option B capacitance is less and frequency of supply is more. C capacitance is more and frequency of supply is less. D capacitance is more and frequency of supply is more. And the correct option is A capacitance is less and the frequency of supply is less. Moving to fourth, pure inductive circuits, and the option are consume some power of average, B does not take the power at all from a line, C take power from the line during some part of the cycle and then return back to the during other parts of the cycle, D none of the above, and the answer is C. Moving to fifth question, in any AC circuit always, and the option is A apparent power is more than actual power, B relative power is more than apparent power, C actual power is more than reactive power, D reactive power is more than actual power. Sixth, magnitude of current at resonance in RL circuit, A depend upon the magnitude of R, B depend upon the magnitude of L, C depend upon the magnitude of C, D depend upon the magnitude of R, L and C, and the answer is A depend upon the magnitude of R. Moving to seventh one, which is the safest value of current the human body can carry for more than 3 seconds is, and the option is A 4 mA, B 9 mA, C 15 mA, D 25 mA, and the answer is B 9 mA. Moving to 8, the purpose of the parallel circuit resonance is to magnify, and the option is A current, B voltage, C power, D frequency, and the answer is B voltage. Moving toward ninth, the power is measured in the term of decibels in case of, options are electronic equipment, B transformers, C current transformer, D auto transformers, and the answer is A electronic equipment. Moving to 10th, wire wound resistors are unsuitable for use at high frequency because they, and the option are create more electric noises, B are likely to melt under extensive eddy current heat, C consume more power, D exhibit unwanted inductive and capacitive effects, and the answer is D exhibit unwanted inductive and capacitive effects. Moving toward 11th, the product of apparent power and cosine of the phase angle between circuit voltage and current is, and the option is A true power, B reactive power, C volt ampere, D instantaneous power, and the answer is A true power. Moving toward 12th, in a series resonant circuit, the impedance of the circuit is A minimum, B maximum, C 0, D none of the above, and the answer is A minimum. 13th, in series resonant circuits, increasing inductance to its twice value and reducing capacitance to its half value, the options are will change the maximum value of current at resonance, will change the resonance frequency, will change the impedance at resonance frequency. D will increase the sensitivity of the circuit. And the answer is D, will increase the sensitivity of the circuit. 14th, in a loss-free RLC circuit, the transient current is, and the option is A, oscillating, B, square wave, C, sinusoidal, D, non-isolating, and the answer is C, sinusoidal. 15th, in a circuit containing R, L and C, power loss can take place in option A, C only, B, L only, C, R only, D, all above. And the answer is C, R only. 16th, time constant of a capacitive circuit. Options are A, increase with decrease of capacitance and decrease of resistance, B, increase with decrease of capacitance and increase of resistance, C, increase with increase of capacitance and decrease of resistance, D, increase with increase of capacitance and increase of resistance. And the answer is D, increase with increase of capacitance and increase of resistance. Moving towards 17, which of the following refers to the parallel circuit? And the option is A, the current through each element is same, B, the current across element is in proportion to its resistance value, C, the equivalent resistance is greater than any one of the resistance, D, the current throughout any one element is less than the source current. And the answer is D, the current through any one element is less than the source current. Moving toward 18, the frequency of domestic power supplies in India is option A, 200 Hz, option B, 100 Hz, C, 60 Hz, D, 50 Hz. And the answer is D, 50 Hz. 19. The frequency of an alternating current is A, the speed with which alternator runs, B, the number of cycles generates in 1 minute, C, the number of waves passing through a point in 1 second, D, the number of electrons passing through a point in 1 second. And the answer is C, the number of waves passing through a point in 1 second. 20. In a pure inductive circuit, if the supply frequency is reduced to half, the current will, and the option is A, reduced by half, B, be doubled, C, be 4 times as high, D, be reduced to 1/4. And the answer is B, be doubled. 21. A sine wave has frequency of 50 Hz. Its angular frequency is dash radian per second. And the answer is A, 100 Newton, B, 50 jouletons, C, 25 kt, D, 5 Newton. And the answer is A, 100 Newton. 22. The two waves of the same frequency have opposite phase when the phase angle between them is, and the options are A, 360 degree, B, 180, C, 90, D, 0 degree. And the answer is B, 180 degree. 23. In a pure inductive circuit, option A, the current is in phase with the voltage, B, the current lag behind the voltage by 90 degree, C, the current lead the voltage by 90 degree, D, the current can lead or lag by 90 degree. And the answer is B, the current lag behind the voltage by 90 degree. 24th, the time constant of a series RC circuit is given by A, R by C, B option RC2, C RC, D R2C. And the answer is C RC. 25th, a heater is rated at 230 volt, 10 kilowatt, AC circuit. The value 230 volt refers to A, average for voltage, B, RMS voltage, C, peak voltage, D, none of the above. And the answer is B, RMS voltage. 26th, the series and parallel resonance of LC circuit differ in that A, series resistance need a low resistance source for sharp rise in current, B, series resonance need a high resistance source for sharp increase in current, C, parallel resonance need a low resistance source, for a sharp increase in impedance. B. D. Parallel resonance need a low resistance source for a sharp rise in line current. And the answer is A. Series resistance need a low resistance source for a sharp rise in current. Moving toward 27. In each of the three coils of the three-phase generator, an alternating voltage have an RMS value of 220 volt is induced. Which of the following value is indicated by the voltmeter? If we perform the given value using the voltmeter, we get the answer 220 volt. Moving toward 28. In a high capacitive circuit, the option A, apparent power is equal to the actual power. B, reactive power is more than the apparent power. C, reactive power is more than the actual power. D, actual power is more than its reactive power. And the answer is C, reactive power is more than the actual power. Moving toward 29th. The power factor at resonance in RLC parallel circuit is, and options are A 0, B 0.08 lagging, C 0.8 lagging, D unity, and the answer is D unity. Moving toward 30. In a RLC circuit, A, power is constant in resistance and it's equal to IR. B, exchange of peak power take place between inducer and supply line. C, exchange of power take place between capacitor and supply line. D, all of the correct. 31. In an AC circuit, a low value of KVAR compared with kW indicates A, low efficiency, B, PO, high power factor, C, unity power factor, D, maximum load current. And the answer is B, high power factor. 32. Which of the following statement pertains to resistance only? A, can dissipate considerable amount of power. B, can act as an energy store device. C, connecting them in parallel increases total value. D, oppose sudden change in voltage. And the answer is A, can dissipate considerable amount of power. Moving to 33. The power factor of a DC circuit is always A, less than unity, B, unity, C, greater than unity, D, 0. And the answer is B, unity. 34th. The form factor is the ratio of A, peak value to RMS value, B, RMS value to average value, C, average value to RMS value, D, none of the above. And the answer is B, RMS value to average value. Moving toward last 35th. Pure inductive circuit take power from the AC line when A, applied voltage decreases but current increases, B, applied voltage increases but current decreases, C, both applied voltage and current increases, D, both applied voltage and current decreases. And the answer is A, applied voltage decreases but current increases.